one step closer every time. No fear, no doubt inside. This dream is mine.
Good morning. We are in the room. And we are here. Hold on, let me get set up. By the days. Every time. Good morning. Coming to you live out of DC. It is 4:24 a.m. And of course, it's almost 5 o'clock somewhere. So I guess I might as well get up and start my day with you all. You see the topic and you see what it is. So you are here and I am here. Hold on, let me click this. All right, let me put this up, y'all. Hold on. Big my brain. Okay. Okay, hold on. Make sure I got this up. All right, we're good to go. Now we're good to go. Okay, so great. Let's get this party started. Good morning. Good morning. It is 61 degrees. There's a little cloudy here in DC. I don't know where it is where you are at. Today our high would be a high of 64. So wherever you are, okay. The summertime came in a little bit for a few minutes. I'm telling you, it did. The summertime came in out the blue. It was, I don't know, like here in DC. Good morning here in DC. We have I only been here like 2 years now. But I'm telling you, they have some of the most bipolar weather, at least in the South. Our weather down there smacks you. Okay. Wanna come in and drop an elbow on your head. And then spring just come through like a baby daddy. And then you come summer, smack. But here, you gotta get up, you gotta keep shorts, long pants, a sweater, a tank top, a crop top. You got to keep all of it, just in case you need anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going to. So anyway, that's that for that. Oh, let me stop shaking stuff. Okay, this is right. Sorry, y'all. I had been as you can see in the background, I was watching my sister G. Shout out to the Mrs. Sweet Spot. She was covering the Ashley Janae case, and I needed to do this. I had been wanting to do it, but I had came across this video. I need to be today is Sunday. Okay, yeah, today's Sunday. So shout out to all the Christians out there. Shout out to all the people that whoever, whatever, if you shout out to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, good morning. It's Sunday morning. Okay, it's morning as we slept the night away. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, it's loaded now. Okay, let me say this. Before I just jump into this, we can jump right in. Shout out to all the new subs. I appreciate you. Welcome. But I post anything I see that's interesting or funny to me is a part of what we'd call being unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. So hope you're enjoying everything that's funny, everything from the past, anything that's important. And you get like a little more laughter than the sorrow. I had thought about when I first started my page to bring, but then that's what everybody doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody laugh no more. Now I come make videos to roast people or to review stuff or whatever. But when it comes to like other stuff, it's always so serious. So I'm trying to figure out now like which because I want to go. You got to cover some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gay black man in America. How dare I not? My mouth is already real as it can be. So I think I want to do that, but I'm trying to find that new direction. So just keep me, I ain't gonna say prayer because everybody prayers ain't good. So just keep me in good thoughts and light a candle for me if you can. And welcome. Hold on, let me see if this worked out. Hold on, let me see. I had thought this was been working, but I'm not sure if it do. I want to see if it worked. I want to see if it worked. It might not. And that might not. I don't think it worked. Shoot, I was excited too. I'm about to show y'all something that I thought could work, but I don't think it worked though. But anyway, it don't work. So I want to jump into this morning. So let me just start here. I'm making this just to make sure that we all got a stamp for a timeline and for future references to know where I stand with this whole thing. If something changes, I will let you know. I will let you know. But I want to tell you why this is a top thing for me. So this whole FBA thing. Now listen, I know I'm glad that that we're in the period of FAFO, and a lot of us understand it. I've just came into it myself. I have always been black, of course. I'm from the South. You know what I'm saying? I believe in what and who we are as people and our contribution to America. Okay. It ain't nobody, I mean nobody, going to make me forget that contribution to America. A lot of now this sorry for white people. I know most of y'all out there, if you come across this video, if I have any white subscribers or followers, listen, I love you. I ain't this, but this really ain't got nothing to too much to do with y'all because y'all already know what y'all did. So you just sit back and take this ride. But it gets me to see over and over these Caribbeans, the Haitians, the Africans, our bloods, well, I would say our cousins, long distance cousins or whatever. And being born in Mississippi, I get shout out to I went to old school. So and when I went to school, I can't think of his name, but Black History was, what I'm saying, real, like they taught, because I guess I went to school. I went to school in Mississippi. So even though Mississippi was what it is, know the history, and we like literally in my school, we watched Roots growing up. You know what I'm saying? We watched Roots, color, we everything that meant something to us of knowledge of Mississippi Burning. You know what I'm saying? We watched all that growing up. So if you didn't see Roots, Mississippi Burning, um, 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 you know, similar movies, you know what I'm trying to say? You didn't understand the strife, you know what I'm saying? Or have, and so um this video that we're going to be reviewing today, I'm not sure if it's like an AI channel. If it's not, I give shout out to the channel. I'm gonna show it y'all in a minute. But I just know being black was always been a thing. And so me coming into um this whole thing when it started FBA, I was like, what is FBA? Now this is like maybe like almost over a year now. So what the hell is they calling FBA? Who is Tariq? You know what I'm saying? What the hell does that mean? They reclassified us again. Like listen, because if you can't take stuff for what it is and then not do the research. Like they reclassified us again. Yes, that means because they did that before. Remember, this is America. So Haitians, Caribbeans, the Latino boy that get mad at Carter B, um and stuff, you you can kiss our ass. This is if you this how we know you ain't American, because Americans, real Americans, know the history. And all history matters, right? But this history is a little bit different because you want to go into the construction of how America got its money it got, how it got its structure it got, how we got the foundation it got. Guess what? hmm Yep. They enslaved people to do that. They let them pass away. They unalived them, and then when they got tired and weak, they just hung them. Yeah. Then we had actual in the we would they would consider us to be a portion of human. I think we was like 3%, 2% human or whatever, but we was considered to be cattle. And then this same country, guess what they did? They put us up on the things, and they sold us. For pennies on the goddamn dollar. Then you know what they also did? They bred us so they can get bigger babies to make sure that they can do what they want to do with us. And then the word mother could come from them actually doing that. Okay. And those same people, my God, today, they gave those people a religion too. Right. And when they gave those people that religion, Okay, I'm talking about this is America's. They gave them a Bible. Okay. And even in that, I think it's somewhere Peter 3 and 15 or Peter 3 something, it said that slaves obey their master. Right. So everything that they did, they justified it with the Bible. My God, today. And for those people to um get to the point where they say, you know what, we tired of this shit. We got to fight back. hmm And then our own governmental systems over time, because there was a lot of stuff happening. The movement, Jim Crow and all the other stuff. A lot of stuff happened, right? And then every leader, because they say pick yourself by the bootstraps. Every city, every town, every bank, every neighborhood, everything they tried to build after for themselves to make us independent. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what? Hold on, let me tell you this. Guess what happened? They came in and they burned shit down. That's what they did. They came in and they burnt shit. Not once. Nope. Nope. Not once. 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 Not twice. No, not twice. 2 times you just can't get past that. Not even 3. Bitch, countless, unknown number of times they came in and they burnt the cities down. Right? Because they said, how dare you? You trying to be better than us? What's wrong with you? You just got out, you know? So then they said, these same people said, you know what? Our leaders tried to help us. We gonna ask for they honor it, our own governmental system, CIA, FBI, whatever you want, whichever one you want to pick. They unalived our black leaders intentionally. Yep, they took away Martin, Malcolm, Fred. You can go down the list. It's on and on and on and on. Okay. And then they said, I'm gonna put crack in y'all neighborhoods. This is a consistent thing that black people in America have had to go through. Okay. But when they got to Rodney, let me tell you something about Rodney. If you don't know, let me tell you something, you Africans, you Haitians, and whatever, all the rest of y'all, our cousins. Bitch, let me tell you something. What set it off? Not only Martin. Martin set it off too. So did Malcolm. They had to get rid of Martin because see, Martin got tired of that peaceful shit. He agreed with Malcolm. When those two right there agreed, where it was 2 or more gathered in that name, they said, "Oh, they got to go." This is history. So what they did was, um, they underlapped all our thing, our people, right? And so basically, I'm gonna say this. Let me get long story short. America, they took the CIA, the FBI, they underlapped all our people. Mhm. They took out our stuff. They did that. This is just. Let me just calm down because I'm gonna start preaching. But those same people fought through every section, every all through decades, centuries. They fought through so much to say we need freedom. Like I said, this is what I was saying about Rodney King. This is y'all history lesson for the people. When they got to Rodney, I'll tell you something. Black folks was real tired by then. And we said, bitch, you got us fucked up. Okay? You ain't gonna hit me. Harpo ain't gonna beat. That's what they said. They said, you know what? I'm gonna stay there because how dare you continue to treat me like an animal after you put my people through what they put through. So this is just history, right? Now, mind you, this ain't been that long ago. Do you realize that I think, for me, I am literally the first, like, really first generation of free, with free, because, because civil rights and all that. My mom was born in 56. So she, do you realize that, right? So I understand. But when y'all come over here and say that you are doing better and better, I don't understand how the hell you don't know how you are doing better. Hell, even some of the whites don't understand. And you got, so let me get to this before we start reviewing this. FBA to me, I get it. I can claim I would not claim Africa because I'm not African. And I used to say African American, but really understand they classified us each time. We was like I said, cattle, partial human. We was slave. We listened. We went to that to nigger. We went to from there to Negro, and I think from after Negro we went to color, and then we went to I think it was we was colored, and then I think we went to African American, or was it and then black or black something like that. We so our identity has been tried to be fumbled with for years, you know. So I say to you this: can you tell me after I just told you that? Can you tell me for this to be this no whole other country now? Y'all went through y'all own shit too. I ain't gonna deny that. I don't know what you went through because that has nothing to do with me because I'm not there. Y'all cover most of y'all content creators. You talk shit, but most of y'all in America and you cover stuff when you got stuff going on in your own home country that you need to be doing what our leaders did. Let's see if they're gonna take your leaders out. Let's see if they would take out your towns and do an Emmett Till on one of your children. Let's see that. If it wasn't for us over here in America, you wouldn't have no news to cover. Thank God y'all was so excited. Y'all got enough coverage now. We ain't covering African news. We all in Hamoose. All of us, we all over there. What's going on? Because y'all got shit going on. But guess what? When the block is hot, you heal. So be grateful and be careful because after you couldn't come over here. Tell me y'all leaders over there in Africa that help y'all people. From what I heard, y'all still got y'all worship the ground. And yes, we fight. Y'all be telling us y'all ain't got no smoke for white people. Bitch, we've always had smoke. Look at and they know that too. Y'all be watching these young, them folk. Let me tell you something. These content creators and these influencers that are like you know what I'm saying very country whatever they like conflict and they racist and they stuff like that. Let me tell you something. They do that online. That little white boy that go up and just drive around and be saying niggas to all the black folks. He do that because he got a camera and a weapon on him. He wouldn't do that if he was walking on his feet and he just had only his hands. He ain't gonna do that. Have you not seen these Karen videos? You know, in hell, I know white people that are tired of white people and they bullshit. Okay. So when I went to go do the research on what FBA meant, I understood it's not a cult. I mean, I don't understand when y'all be saying, oh, it's a cult, they're a hate group, they this and that. How they you're mad, and the thing is, you're only mad only because a person is like I get it. I get it. They I know that really they say they hate us, but they really admire us. They are fans. So when I be seeing Ming the Ping on TikTok and all these others that be giving out this FBA hate, you know, um, or just understanding what FBA is saying, you ain't gotta like Tariq, but you can try to grasp like, all right, I'm grateful for that because their people perished and they people, really took the beating. Even hell, white women damn near did too. They just learned to side with their men along the way, you know, but it was, everybody took a little bit. But black, we took a large butt for this country to come to be what it is today. After 1965, guess what? I don't know what was going on in your country. Do you? But guess what? Over here, you was allowed to come in, and you had the same skin tone I did. Why couldn't you come before that? Why y'all never talk about that? Why most of y'all mamas was born 60, 58, 59, 60 to X? Why they couldn't come before that? Tell me. I'll wait. You can't tell me why y'all couldn't come before that because you don't want to accept the truth. The truth is that these people, when y'all, it's the video we're gonna be watching in a minute. It expresses as well of like, we've always been like we even had like a big thing. We welcome y'all in. We are loving over here because we understand the strife and this and that. So we don't know what y'all went through. They was telling us a child needed 35 cents a day. We didn't know. We were sending money to that too because we've always loved anybody that had our tongue. We thought Like we all thought we was brothers and sisters. But oh, I say one thing. Thank God for Beyonce's internet. Thank God for the intranet. Okay? Because social media and y'all cameras and those unlimited phone plans y'all have allowed us to see how dumb, biased, and racist you really are in real time. We even got to see the count, got to see the math work of the fuck around and found out, and we got the answer. We got 4, 2 + 2. We got to see that too, all because of you. hmm Yeah, yeah, you're ignorant sometimes. So no. So after that, you're allowed to come in. You know, and then the Democrats, the people that we know they used to be Dixiecrats and just that. Of course, guess what? We know our own history. We know that the Republicans, this and that, but it was all about money. It was all about money. It was everything was about money. Okay, okay, and they gave. Do you know they gave the slave owners reparations for losing their slaves? Yes, America did that and didn't get the slaves no money for building America. Okay. So it behooves me. Yes, we had people come in from I think from China, Asia, something like that for help build the railroads. But do you realize even in Sugarland years ago, they found 95 bodies from down by the river because they was building sugarcane land and they waited till they died. They buried them in a. That's how they did black people, baby. Us. So us saying black has always been like the thing, I'm not American, I'm black. Okay. Some of they made us feel so bad. I meet people in my own circle, my own family. I don't like being called black. Black it ain't got no. Now everybody want to be black. The whole it gets me to get online and see that it was a whole piece of me no black for I don't know how long. Now all of a sudden we're all black. We're all people of color. Oh no, ma'am. POC has been canceled. Okay. POC has been canceled. This y'all, this us. Because well, I seem to find out what the internet is showing us. Y'all are showing us. Y'all never liked us anyway. And that was hurtful to black people. So y'all fucked up. Do you realize that you came to a country where people perished, hung, slaved, died, and we welcome you in and say, "Wow, maybe you can help us." And we are going against for the rights to open up the board so you can be here too. And then for you to turn around and get over here and say you're not good enough, we're better than you. You're so what? Your people were slaves. Wow, wow. And then you wonder why you see the position of power now because our silence is power. Yeah. And so you're shocked why we have turned our backs on you and why we don't call ourselves Africans no more. You don't work hard. You ain't did shit in your own country in 4 or 5 years. You been over here clapping cheeks, as O'Shea Duke say. You're clapping more cheeks in America, but you ain't got no smoke for the white people that still off control of your country. They can get online and talk about, but guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Nick Fuentes won't go to South Memphis and do that. They ain't gonna go to South Memphis and do that. Guess what? I seen the video the other day. Shout out to the Love Jones show. The baby was showing the video the other day of an Asian man over there in Africa where y'all outnumber them. Okay? Where y'all outnumber them. And he smacked you, and all of y'all stood there and looked because y'all like, oh, y'all are the most highest bleaching country. I don't understand the wave pattern of this. They have deceived you, baby. You know, and the thing is, I've been trying my best to lay off the whole FBA thing because everybody already covered it, this and that. I just really get aggravated when I see people. Look, on their restart that relit this fire under me was I had finally seen the video because I don't get on TikTok a lot. I don't get TikTok a lot. I'll just post and I get out on TikTok months, weeks at a time. It's on TikTok. And I seen a video of the Latino guy that was mad. This is last month. He was mad at Cardi B because Cardi B was like, "Yo, if it wasn't for them, yes, that is it." So sorry. So back FBA for me again, it's not a group. It's just and it's crazy because when you could y'all been separating yourselves for I don't know how long. You know, I'm Nigerian, I'm this, I'm Kenyan, I'm this, and you can separate y'all selves much as you want. And all of y'all know did you know we know black guy. I ain't gonna don't sip. So if you know the difference, why are you mad at a whole group of people that'd be like, okay, then cool. We just this it's not a bad thing. It's just saying, listen, FBA is saying a foundational black American is a people that has literally because it's time to delineate that. I think so as well. It is not a bad. You should be happy because if it weren't for those same people that built the foundation of this country, because they robbed, stealed, and pillaged to get to what we have now. My God, today. He said the wealth is the wealth the wicked's wealth is laid up for the righteous or whatever it go. They flopped that. They have tricked us for years over here in America. Welcome. We realize that. So kiss your ass, but I be saying this whole delineation. I'm gonna tell you what the most thankful we can start this video. We can swap over. We're gonna review this. I gotta drink some water, smoke a blunt. I was gonna try my best to get through the video and not smoke, but goddamn it, I gotta smoke. Um, like again, get me as well. When LeBron was down there with the white man, I ain't got a problem with white people. But it gets me. They've done this thing for years. Kiss our ass if you don't like Memphis. Okay? A city that could be great, a city with much history. Yes, they're trying to and then we have our own leaders. They it's made up to the point so much well. And that when a black person finally get power because they don't ever want to give it to them, when they finally get it, they end up acting like Tiffany, the super mayor. They end up acting like that because they ain't never had it. They can't wield the power with responsibility and understand the strife of it. Obama was great. He ain't do nothing but give rights to the gays and stuff like this. Y'all are the most ignorant son of a bitch I've ever seen. What up, Obama did what? He ain't did. Let me tell you something. The day after Obama was elected, I would never forget. I can't think of the man's name, but he was over something. He got on TV the same day, the next day, whatever. And he said he got to go through Congress. He got to go through the House and the Senate to get anything he want. He said, I guarantee you anything he want. He said we would never vote for it. They was mad because the man was black. The president we have now said, oh, he ain't got no birth certificate. His own wife ain't from here. And these are things, and so it gets me. I get if you vote for Trump. I know sometimes people with money. I'm not judging no Trump voters no more. The evidence is in the evidence is in the pudding is in there. Whatever. The evidence is there. The facts are there now. Ain't no point. Ain't nothing we can prove. The proof is in that pudding. He's already shown you who he is. Yeah, he's shown you now. It's over. He showed you. It's nothing else for do. All we can do now is pray to the Latino boy. They got mad with Carter B because Carter B gave recognition to what a foundational black American was and who actually black people are. You ain't got to call yourself foundational black, but if you're a black American, guess what? You still have FBA. It don't mean it ain't no cult. It's just a delineation, understanding your contribution. Do you really want an African or a Haitian or whatever to come over to our country to what we built, fought for rights for? They didn't stay at nails. They still ain't there. They ain't even going home. They don't want to go home. They scared. They scared because now they want to be black. Those same people, you want me to tell me those same people, you come in and say, we're better than you. And we ain't going to say shit. Welcome to America, bitch. That ain't us. We ain't doing that. We going to speak on it. Kiss our ass. So if you black and your great grandmama is from Mississippi, Georgia, somewhere, Tallahassee, Tennessee, it don't matter. Guess what, baby? You still basically FBA. Because you don't think how you we already went through that if we rewind the video. Just saying. So it's not that. So I'm So I'm black. FBA is the thing. I get it. I'm part of culture. I'm not. Hey, I get it. I understand the thing of it because it's just recognition. Because when y'all talk about we have culture. We have this and this and that. You have culture, but no one over there like we have in America, a Iona Van Zant, who she is a Yoruba. I get that. We understand those terms. Yeah, you got to be able to understand. You got to be able to mind. It can be able to separate things. But y'all ain't got no Iona Van Zant to be telling y'all women to love their skin. They over there bleaching their skin. Guess what y'all women doing? TikTok had to ban a whole country, Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, because they was on there selling Naja pussy, asking for gifts. Not our women. They bold. They asking text. They make a video and tell you. Not our women. They out loud and proud. Ignorant, but out loud and proud. They go get on F page. Y'all on TikTok where children are. Y'all stop this. But shout out to the African people that do understand who we are. Do understand. I appreciate that. I ain't talking about y'all, because y'all cool. But we to welcome you in and for you to now for us to really to see, because y'all showed out doing Black History Month this year. I'm telling you, this Black History they just passed. I will never forget this Black History the rest of my life, because y'all cut of all times, our colored cousins, y'all cut the fuck up. hmm Y'all cut up. hmm They was down there up in the other ones too. They was down there in Miami. You know, even they got issues now. The Cubans and Mexicans, it's a color thing with them too. They was in Miami. I ain't would vote for Donald Trump. I ain't would vote for Donald Trump. I ain't would vote. Now the song is bopping, but then a month later, oh, he has deported my husband. He is taking my husband. The same woman sings the song. He has deported my husband. How dare he? I voted because he said he was only going to take the bad ones. No, you thought he was going to get rid of black people. And then Trump get on TV and say that it wasn't meant for them. It was meant for black people. And they're taking advantage of it, in which you do have a small point. Even Trump know. He's a racist. He know. Come on now. And y'all know. So stop this. Stop this. That girl over there on TikTok, Mean Ping Pong, the bag lady, that's shaped like the Sandman, or like the egg roll man, or like she's shaped like a potato. I don't know. She got variations of shapes. I think God was trying to make a basketball that turned around. But that Mean Pong lady, she loves getting on the internet and just saying, "Don't y'all wear it," because they always think we jealous and snip. But it tripped me out is that you wouldn't even know how to wash your ass if it weren't for black people. Do your research. You wouldn't know how to comb your hair. And then you're bragging about how you get on TikTok bragging about your people, this and this, and you not even in your own country doing it? Girl, that's diabolical to me. I'd be like, yeah, she got a mental problem. Real talk. That's how I'd be. I'd be like, I'm praying for you. You got a mental problem. It's really crazy. It's like you in a yo, you left for whoever, your family, whatever. I don't know how you got here. Right? Whatever black man broke your heart, you whatever, because we got those. But all black people ain't bad. They lie. The numbers are always wrong. They lie. They're just they put drugs and alcohol on every one of our streets. They redlined us. I ain't got to go through that, but we have a lot that we went through as people for you to get your beagle big back ass on here every day and put down a group of people that if we created the light that you on, they have patented took our stuff for years. It's a known thing. And even white people have tried to go and get out. They know it too. But again, this ain't, I'm just saying, but for you to get on the internet every day, it ain't for you to be saying this and You have not one leader in your bloodline that did anything for your culture back in your country. Not nothing. You could even be. It gets me that you get online and talk shit because you're free here being America because we have free speech. We fought for it. Yes, we did. We fought for it. We had to make sure. Thank God for the founding fathers. They did that. They fucked up. We people protesting, whatever. And it gives me that you get to do that in America, but you're talking bad and you can't do that in your own country. You need to go fix that. I think that should be your number one priority. Your target is fucked up. I don't know, Tariq. I don't know, man. I ain't got nothing best. I don't know. I think it's a great idea. I was listening to somebody. They said he was gonna do national Black American, I'm not saying Native Black American, but he was too close to the word of NBA, so he chose FBA, which I think was great. But I get it, right? It gets me because when people mention reparations, like the other lady, yes, our vote means something. We're not gonna be giving you our vote. We want to be able to pick our people out. Y'all, we tired of y'all doing that shit to us. This ain't no ring around the road. We gonna just wave some in your face and bring some booty on stage and shake for us, and you go get Beyonce because we do love her, but bitch, that ain't enough no more. Wrong with you? You gotta come with it. Them Democrats ain't fucking. We ain't tricking us no more. We know who Kamala Harris was. You ain't got to tell us over and over again. We know who she was, but that wasn't the point. The point is, fast forward now, dummy. That's the point. We seen the future. You did it. We've been there, done that. Only reason why you're upset now because now it's an inconvenience to you. And since it's an inconvenience to you and not an inconvenience to us, guess why? Because it's been the same fucking way. It ain't nothing new. It's a regular Tuesday. It's a regular Wednesday afternoon. The Bible study started at 7. Hopefully everybody on time because they always be there 30 minutes late. It's a regular day. Okay? Welcome to the real world. That's how much they have tricked and fucked your brain up. Stop this. Let's go over to this next thing. Good morning. It's 5:01 a.m. Let's get into this. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be reviewing right quick because I had planned on this. This is. Let me see what the brother name is again. Hold on. Let me see this. This is called "Why People Get Triggered When You Say Foundational Black American." Now, I don't know if it's. I gotta go back and look through here, but it says FBA. Shout out to FBA News today. And current events, you want to go there and follow, you definitely can. But let's check out this video. Hold on.
How do you view Black Americans?
Okay, when it comes to us and Black Americans, we are just two different groups. We are strictly from South Africa, like from Africa, the roots of Africa. And I feel like they are sort of like diluted in a way, polluted in a way. You can even hear from the English accents, like the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we do things. We are not the same.
Me with my mother being an American Black woman and my father being a Jamaican man from Jamaica, I can say that my father's side of the family looked at Black Americans a certain way. And they already had in their mind, whether they said it on social media or not. And we could sit here and make it seem like illusion, but all other groups of Black people, which we're all Black, we tend to look down on Black Americans. If you go to, they're like, oh, we come out here and this, that, and that, and you guys are lazy. Y'all don't do shit.
Right.
It's on welfare when Black people are not even the most on welfare. This whole mindset of Black.
Right. So in reviewing this video, listen to this. They lie to y'all. Y'all don't work for you. Nope. You know what showed up? You know what showed what the internet, again, thank God for the internet. You know what the internet did? The internet showed us, bitch, fuck you say. The internet showed us that, hey, they're lying. It's more rural white people. Really? You know? Yeah. Yeah. Did you know the jail system is a money bank? It was built to keep. Let me tell you something. We're going to keep on going. Let's go.
Black people being lazy when we built America.
It's just a way to push this stereotype to give other cultures the light to be disrespectful towards Black Americans and also not to question the system.
Right.
You have said that you resent the idea of being called an African American, that
Yes.
you are a Black American.
Yes.
Explain.
I think that when they call Black people who were born and raised for generations in this country, if you accept the handle of African American, that says that you don't accept being.
Yes. Let me tell you something else. This is a reason why that they want to try to test this, because they owe us. They know that. Okay. Only thing they really scared of, they really be shocked sometimes. You know why? Sometimes I seen this video earlier where racial profiling in the store. They every time we gather, they come and say, "What are you guys doing?" All of them really be scared. They think we planning something. Every time we get together, they swear we planning to take over. I mean, we can't have a barbecue. It's gonna be at least one white woman. And now, mind you, it's already one white woman over there because Junebug got a white girlfriend and we fuck with her. But here come this other one. It's always that one. If we gather, what are you guys doing? I want to know. What are you talking about? Fuck. And you wonder why they're doing that, because they like, oh my God, they planning to take, it's their own guilty consciousness, But they try to detach us from, they want to chat to us, rest in peace to Jesse, but Jesse fucked up. We ain't, because to take away the saying American, we are American. Most of y'all African countries wasn't even created until way after. So this whole thing, go back and let me shut up. Let's go. Tell us, bro.
An American American. You don't accept being born in Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever you were born. For generations, your family is here, built this country too. Sweat and tears and all that, fought in every war, okay? So this is my country here. So I don't want to be called African American. I'm an American American. My people have died and done everything for this country.
I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American.
Why is that?
I'm not African.
Yo, family, what's good? FBA News today and current events.
Right, so again, and mind you, that was our famous and our singers. They didn't even want that name to them. You know what I'm saying? So understand this. This is a systematic plan that they've been had all the time. So you can't get mad when people just want to say we want our recognition, because at the end of the day, most of y'all don't even understand you being disrespectful. So, to the dude, they kept on saying like, what that name was? This guy, the Latino guy, was like, he was like, well, y'all just was out there campaigning for us to be deported, this and that. No, the fuck we wasn't. Show me one Black person that was out there besides Officer Tatum and the Cartier IED family, them boys, because all of them, they look kind of slow. How look at their eyes. I don't remember that page. The Cartier, they look. We're gonna pray for them. We praying for them. They look nice, but they all look. They got a little. I wonder what's that moment I call. But anyway, they was the only one, but not us. We listen. We've always kicked it with y'all. One of my homies in Houston, he my big brother Migo. Okay. We love them, especially our Black men. We have always loved y'all. They love Latino. If it was the Latino section on P-Hub is one of the most played Black men section. You can't be telling us that we don't love y'all. Yes, we do. They think y'all women are very muy caliente. Let's go.
Comfortable, change the subject, or straight up tell you why you don't deserve it. That reaction tells you everything you need to know about where their loyalty really lies.
Okay, nobody wants to say this. I'm gonna say this. I don't owe Black people anything. Can we please understand that the people who owe debts of reparations are dead? And we're not supposed to be paying anything, especially because of a very particular reason. There's so many reasons why we shouldn't be paying any debts of reparations, but the most important one is we have way too many problems right now to be looking back in history to try and fix things that are not going to be fixed. Can we?
This it gets me. Even to this dense Barbie ass girl. It's like they so scared of reparations because it puts us on an equal playing form of financial and economy wise. They have never wanted you. Black people have to fight 10 times harder to make it. It's just known fact. If you're white, you get paid. One of my best friends, she white. Okay, and this bitch very woke. Okay, she really black. She her soul black. And let me tell you something. They don't even like they don't even like this shit because it's like it's a financial. They so scared. Oh my God, they can move to our neighborhoods now. The woman, what she's saying right here, it don't make no sense to me because I'm telling you this right here. This one thing right here. Your people had 400 plus years, plus Jim Crow, plus Redline and everything else for you to have whatever the fuck you want to have. Okay? They did that. They did that. So you telling me that they can pay everybody else, and then our own Democrats get on here trying to give reparations to immigrants and shit, and you get on here and say they owe you nothing. Really? Really? Okay, I get that. Okay, you say it's past time. I get that. 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 I do. I do. I do. I do. But what do we do about equalization? Because you know what the problem is? You know, sometimes I think America has a little bit of a curse on it. And Trump just brought it out. He opened Pandora's box. Because the wealth of the wicked, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. That's what the scripture I'm trying to say here. I thought about that. Because my thing is this: if y'all had did that, we would be really at a whole different level. If they had did it. So your ancestors, for you to walk around and be the free, because you've never been profiled, you don't have to. You walk around in complete bliss and freedom. We just not. We had to demand ours. We had to come in and demand your motherfucking respect after you genocided us. And you the same bitch that's gonna be in Lil Jerry house after 2 a.m.
Put all that energy to solve these problems, please? How much longer are we going to keep doing this? Focusing on problems from the past that are not going to be resolved, that are just causing more separation, more hate, instead of focusing in fixing our present, in trying to make a better future, because right now it's looking really ugly. I guess it'd be a good idea for all of us to just work hard to create a future where skin color doesn't really matter, right?
Really?
Even some black people get triggered when you call yourself FBA. They act like you just called them a slur.
Dad, don't call me no fucking FBA. Don't. FBAs are not African Americans, and FBAs are not Black Americans. Well, I'm not gonna say the words are not, but more so doesn't equal. FBAs are a group of people that have, although they are descendants of United States chattel slavery, they are a group of people that hold a certain ideology as well. That ideology has evolved into a superiority complex, wanting to be better than everyone else.
It gets me. It gets me. You know, it remind me of this. It's like, you know, you got kids on the playground. You got these group of kids, right? So you got these group of kids, and they always share everything they get to make you better, to make you feel safe, to do this. They always compromise themselves and give you half of their lunch every day for a very long time. And then you have extra lunches, right? So now this time I don't have any lunch. So now you're saying, well, why didn't you just why you can't just, you know, go and get more? I can't share mine because this is for me and my people. You know, right? And it gets me to see these people right here that maybe they don't understand. It gets me because I think the girl right here finna say the same thing. It's just idiot to me. So I'm supposed to share everything I get with you for a long time. And then when I'm like, nah, I don't want to share no more. Listen, this who we are on this side. We over here. Because they keep on giving money to immigrants. They keep on giving, you know, breaks to this. And they keep on, Nick Shirley said they got fraud. And the Somalis, they took our tax money. We still ain't got our tax money back. I'm still looking for the tax money. You got a whole Lyran daycare center. Now you black, and you done shut down your business, and you get on the TV with your gap ass mouth and have the audacity to ask for reparations. Y'all some bold mother. Let's go.
Not the FBA. Yes, my ancestors were born here. I was born here. Our family has been here for generations and generations. But I am not down with the FBA movement.
Some say they don't like
it. Gets me. She mad. It's crazy because you telling yourself it's crazy because I understand if you don't like Tariq, if you're black and you, how do you not understand? And it's crazy because it's like brainwash. It's brainwash. It's America's history. Accept it. And for you to just, they want you to be like, well, our people really didn't. I mean, this whole FBA, it's just such a hate group. I mean, God, because they want to separate themselves. How do y'all separate yourselves from every fucking thing for, oh no, how long? And then Trump get in office trying to make America great again. And now it ain't so great because the people he talking about, the not so great people, was you. Now you mad at us because he said he was going to make it great, not us. He only made it great value, not name brand. And you mad at us. Go make your country great. We dealing with our great value president. Mind your business. I'm not marching. It's nothing. This is my fight. My voice is my fight. Okay? I am a phenomenal man. Yes, I am. I will fight. I had a dream. And my dream became a vision. And that vision was made plain. And it showed me who you motherfuckers really are. And now I have a dream that our people will one day, even though some of them are still lost and ignorant, that we will come together and hold hands, okay? To all some of you motherfuckers that say we don't work hard, we have no culture, even though you trying to dress like us back from 2002. They're kicking dust up all across the internet trying to get people to follow you. You know, all of y'all, okay? Kiss our ass. Okay? So we understand. So separation is okay. We still, the job is not, for you to get on air about anything, the job was done back in 1965, bitch. What are y'all talking about? It's Trump. Yeah. Right.
Like it because Tariq Nasheed coined it. But Tariq has explained many times that he replaced the word native from Dr. Claude Anderson's term, Native Black American, with foundational.
Told black folks to quit using these words, very broad and ambiguous terms. And you're not African American. You're Native Black American. Native, you were here before everybody else.
So it wouldn't get confused with the basketball league. That was actually a smart move. We are not immigrants. We are foundational to this country. Here's what's really going on. They want us to keep calling ourselves African American because that term waters down our specific claim to this land. It makes it sound like we're just another group of immigrants who came from Africa recently, the same as Nigerians, Ghanaians, or Jamaicans.
Right.
That illusion helps them argue that everybody is just black, and therefore reparations should be spread out or diluted. Look at Roland Martin. This dude hates the term FBA with a passion. He's on his show cursing out FBA, is calling us stupid fools because we won't blindly give our votes to the Democrats for nothing. It's clear he gets a paycheck for being a Democrat shill. He's one of the loudest voices attacking anyone who dares to use FBA and demand reparations specifically for descendants
I think
of American slavery. That's
I think for Roland Martin. Hold on, let's see this.
Out there yelling about how FBA be one people who are out there yelling about how
Hold on, go back to
FBA B1 people who are out there yelling about how more checks were coming and Trump was sitting here. Y'all wanted tangibles. Oh, Trump was going to give you tangibles. Oh, you can bank
This
on
is
the
wild.
tangibles that Donald Trump is going to give you. It's going to be a foot in your ass. And your mama and your daddy and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins and your friends. And then I'm just letting y'all know, Reese, Greg, Niambi, myself, and others are going to be sitting here looking at y'all going, it's above me now.
I think this is one of the most worst tragedies, I think, of the entirety of this thing for me. It trips me out to see, like, with Roland or whatever, you know, Roland. I've always been like a Roland Martin unfiltered type of fan back in it, because Roland is very knowledgeable of like history. He's very knowledgeable of whatever, and he speaks. He has a very he is a very, very great orator. A little angry, but a very great orator. And for Roland to be to say the things that he said, I think for me, as a just being black, this is very disappointing for us to encounter this about Roland, because I would think that, and I'm just really tripped out because I just Reese is a black woman. Mr. Greg I think he worked at Howard, right? I think he at Howard. These folks know. They know. Now, they are American. I didn't know nothing about I didn't know nothing about what's his name? Roland recently. I didn't know until recently that Roland, or I think his ancestors are derived from Haitian or Haitian, whatever. I hate it, whatever. I didn't know that. So they're just kind of like, okay, all right. But that don't mean nothing bad, you know. But to see him all of a sudden attack a whole movement, I'm not sure what his thing was with Tariq, but for you to understand that you have a movement that actually became a full summertime, springtime, fall time, wintertime thread, right? Of black people with millions of views crying out saying, listen, they don't like us anyway. We ain't finna just, yes, we should ask for some. Yes, we gonna act, because every time we give our vote to a Democrat, y'all promise us the world and come with nothing. You just like the daddy that went to the store to go get the milk and never returned. Y'all just like that. You're just like that. So I don't get, it's really hurtful and really feeling hurtful, because I mean, my heart was like, damn, Roland, you too? Come on now. You don't understand? I thought you was gonna be our little Martin Luther King. I know they talk about you, but no, now. So now, with this, because I understand what foundational black is, and since you saying you got Haitian descendants and that, now it's like it clicked like, oh. Even though you for us, you ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know. And Reese, I like Reese, and I love Mr. Greg or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are very smart. Not to knock them, but it's really ridiculous. Because who paid you? Did somebody pay? Ain't nobody pay? The fuck going on, Roland? You know? No, bro. And you are such a great speaker for I think for us as a group of people, for being black Americans. You're such a great orator and speaker. But you know, I just knew maybe it's a thing or whatever. Maybe he'll come back and reset himself. But Roland, hell no, you need to stop this. This trust me. Trust me. What you're doing, Roland, I don't know who these folks think. They ain't telling y'all the truth because they want to go ahead and cuss you. I ain't cussing that Roland like that. Let me tell you something. That is the wrong way to go. You are gonna lose. You gonna lose the crowd. Real talk. You gonna lose the motion. Because you sounded very Republican from somebody outside of you. I know you inside your body living your own experience, but I'm inside of mine living my experience. And I'm telling you from my experience, you looking real. No, Roland, you looking real. You know, real talk. You know, I'm telling you. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. So I don't know. Like, and so they gave me when they came to Roland. I'm like, come on, Roland, man, not you too. I was watching Water God TV. Shout out to Water God TV. He was covering this too. And to see, you are starting to see now on each platform, you seeing this. And I get it. You ain't got to like the person, but you can definitely understand and say, oh, I get that. Right. Because if it weren't for that, look at America's history. If you refuse to look at America's history and then you want to argue it with black people and say this and that because they've lied to you and y'all they have lied to y'all in movies and this whatever and told y'all we were somebody that we were not, and then you get over here, we got open arms, and you came over here to set up camp and have a competition. We thought, but no, you tricked us. It's like after 1965, probably like Amazon and Temu and Marketplace that came out, and y'all sent us all Temu. We got not one Amazon, not one name brand, not nothing. The pictures, we bought a picture, we got a bracelet, we bought lotion, we got a shoe. We went to go buy salt, and they sent us dust. Sent us. They left the end out of Leering. They brought Leering and left the end over there. So much happened. We were tricked. We were gooped. Yes, we deserve reparations just because of that. Hell, in this case, white people deserve reparations again too, because we all tired of y'all ass. Okay, I'm done. All right, that's all. That's it. That's it for tonight. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna get off this. Okay. Listen. Again, it doesn't have to mean much to you at all about being FBA. It don't have to mean much to you, whatever. If you're a black person and you know your great this is honorary. This is nothing bad. That when we say ancestors, do you understand what happened to our people? Y'all need to go do another research. It's okay if you have a parent that came here, you have an African whatever, but you have an American parent. You brought the line, but understand if it wasn't for that other bloodline, hey, it's just fact. Nobody's mad. Nobody's jealous. We thought y'all was gonna come over here and love us. We thought y'all would come over here and bring love and harmony and Mother Africa. Hell, y'all brought dirty feet, dirty water, and no end to Leering Center. We got gooped. We ordered Amazon, ended up with a Temu package. I ordered a violin. I got a toy piano. I ordered a comb. I got an engine for a car. Sideways engine. Without the transmission. So who got gooped? And then you're over here, still in America, talking freely. No limits. First Amendment. And just not too long ago, maybe like less than 100 years ago, let's think, my grandma finna turn, I think 99, something like that. Just not too long ago, okay? Probably before that, okay? You weren't allowed to come over here for one. But if you was already here, okay, you had nothing. You were not allowed to have anything. Not a checking account. Now, we could even own land. We had to fight for all of that. And you got here after the fight. If your family came after the fight, welcome. But be grateful. Be aware. Because just because you don't have a history of your people in your countries that did great things in order for you to be able to stay there and live free. Because I'm telling you, if I was from Africa, if I would, y'all sold up because y'all was mad. My little brother, I ain't gonna go into that. But is your country great? What are you doing for your country? And I'm not telling you this and that. Not telling you over here in America working, and I'm paying taxes. You need to be paying entry fees every month. You don't owe us more. You didn't build shit. What you built? You came in after the foundation was laid, the concrete was put up, the building code had already came inspected, and we called you in and you came in to paint, and now you own the house? Bitch, be gone. No. No. This is no double side of coins. Cut this shit out. I'm tired of y'all with this shit. Welcome to Tank Talk TV. Why I'm very unapologetic about that. I have nothing against you, but how dare you come and get mad at people, but tell them about your own history. Y'all so the most. It's just stupid, bitch. You never talk about your history. The fuck? They always want to be black. They always talk about this and that. It gets me. So so y'all got a whole month, bitch. They didn't even want to give us that. We had to fight to get a recognition. They built the White House. Slaves built the White House. Do you know the history of this country? They were not paid for it either. Guess what? Their children were broke. And then they all of that work they did, their generations didn't even get to profit from it and be able to live off the wealth like the white children did in America. They have legacies of money, legacies of good credit, legacies of this. Our people were taught how to survive and to survive through struggle. That's why we doing fine right now, even though gas $6. We all just we tired of shit. We all broke, but we get it. Now what's happening to you? Oh my God. Latinos, they're racially profiling us. Go to Mexico. Go to Cuba. Go see your country. Let's see. They took, Mexico, they took that too. America was very much bullyish. Okay. Not denying that. Understand that. Okay. Fuck around with you. Yes. So shout out to Cardi B for giving recognition to black people. I don't like you saying the N word, baby, but for that part, I fuck with you because you understand. Because I thought, Cardi B probably wouldn't understand. And I think I just gained kind of crazy because I was such a Nicki fan. You know what I'm saying? And now Nicki is MAGA. And then she ain't even got a green card. I thought she was from America. She tricked us too. I think they called it cosplaying. But shout out to Cardi B for that because that's some real shit. And I think for me, I am now a new Cardi B fan just because of that. Because some y'all they won't say it out loud because they so scared, oh my God. And it's crazy because, I don't think they really care if Trump wasn't doing what he was doing. And now I think a lot of people waking up to the fact of, even Latinos, I ain't saying all of them, a lot of Latinos, a lot of other people are waking up to the fact of, wow, they've been doing this. You don't mean you was a when we laid. Y'all was really when we laid. And it's over. I'm finna go get some milk. And they ain't never coming back for your ass neither. Trump just showing you who they are. And the crazy thing about it is, no matter what it is, if Trump really did do a third term, I don't trust these folks saying, I'm waking up and I understand, he's this and that. I don't trust you. Because if he found out a way, which I think he is, to run a third term, you would still vote for him again. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that you ain't gonna vote for him because I know you would. You did 3 times. And guess what you're gonna use to justify it? I ain't trying to talk about y'all now. I'm talking about white people too. White people too. Now, you're gonna use to justify it with, well, he did bad things, but God says forgive. You're gonna justify it with God. You'll justify it with God. They justified slavery with God. They justified Jim Crow with God. They justified hanging us with God. They justified putting us in jails with God. They just justify it like that. It's not wrong. It's just the truth. If you get mad at the truth, something is wrong because clearly you're not absorbing all the facts to have an accurate story. So then you get online just talking bullshit. And I can't watch you. Don't ignore the facts. Yes, the black community, this is that. But we fought very hard. Very hard. Okay. And now we're at a point now to where we do have, we would have grown, but we wouldn't have got enough of that. So shout out to FBA, shout out to Tariq. I don't know Tariq, but shout out to Tariq. And shout out to all the people that's always out there holding us down. that's understanding is keeping up this consistently they fight of letting y'all know they putting BTA belt ass every day to let y'all know that we ain't we is not our ancestors. We is not Big Mama them. We ain't finna bow down to you. You know, we wouldn't even allow to look them straight in the eye. We ain't that generation. We fight. We can't we ride the kingdom kids. We them folks right there was right there. We them folks kids. Mm-hmm. You should have put a crack in the neighborhoods, bitch. Look what it is. Anyway, respect to everyone, you know. But Black lives really do matter, and they matter for a reason. Okay. Yes, they did America did very horrible things. The gets me. I heard some woman say that this. Only reason why ours wasn't filmed all the way. They filmed the Jewish thing for the Jews with that has video picture, But ours for blacks, we don't have a lot of video evidence because it was normality. Okay, why you think past 2000 they still was trying to put down lynching laws and stuff. Come on now, this is America. But stop this. You stop this. Y'all know that I would say it a minute ago. Before I go, thank you for being here. Before I go, hope you enjoyed yourself this whole time. I ain't got to rant. Feel better than I had to get this out my chest. I got so mad earlier when I seen. I be like, come on, man. The little cardio boys that be on YouTube. I seen them, but it gets me. I'm used to rest on them. I just feel bad because I know for me with the cardio family, I was gonna cover them too because I've seen. I watch Antonio Talks. I think it's Antonio Talks. I think I seen him. I watched the video the other day. I think it's Antonio. And shout out to him. He does a great job of keeping up that fight as well. Shout out to Antonio Talks. But see Antonio, he was talking about them, and to see the video, but I can't talk about them kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at their eyes, you could tell something wrong with them a little bit mentally or whatever. Because they watch, like, literally, it gets me because this how some ain't up here, because everything that's going on right now to be like, okay, like you seen it, right? So y'all got to be just some privileged kids, but you don't know how you got that privilege and you're black. Because at the end of the day, Nick Fuentes can get pulled over, like the police came, but he still, because he's adjacent to be white, even though he's a Hispanic, and y'all reacting to his video, and he's talking about you the same way Trump did. He said, "I love a dumb voter. I'm going to get bad of the bad ones. I'm going to make America great again. Because I'm going to get them out of here." And they talking bad about you. They can't deport you. I don't know. Maybe they can't. Cause I'm not sure what your background is, but I know I can't be deported. Okay, they're gonna take me to Mississippi. They can't deport. I mean, Trump even know that. We all know that. Y'all finding it out now. They're going to be deporting all of us. No. Again, we it feel like we 4 years in with Trump, but honestly, Jesus, feel like it's been a long time. So much happening, but. You see, getting deported. You don't see black people on here saying we getting deported. You don't see that. Sorry. I'm sorry that it's happening this way, but you can't be in America illegally talking shit and then you don't expect to get deported. And then you get mad because the black people that actually built it, you're mad because they don't get deported. It's really diabolical when you look at it like that. Not trying to talk bad about you, nothing like that. It's crazy. Just like back to the cardio family, the boys, it's 3 of them. But I'm not sure if they have like IED, the HD or whatever. But you can look at them and tell, like, they're mentally challenged in a way. Looking at their eyes or whatever, and then one of them got like shaped how his head is shaped or whatever. I can tell, like, working in the field, that he does have like some type of maybe like Down syndrome or something like that. And with them, I think with people like that in the Cartier family, that with them having disabilities like they have. Sometimes they can fantasize a different way because their brains don't really operate like ours do in a way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them, but I'm just giving an opposite observation. But I can tell, like, because how they be sitting, they be like, what I'm saying, like the I used to watch Charmed or whatever. Like they hit the triad, the tripod, whatever, and it was 3 whatever. Like they sitting there and like just so attention. And like they paying attention to the white man, like, you hear him? Do you hear him? See, he's right. See? Ha ha. He's some, and the thing is, he's talking about you, and you're giving him views. You know, and it's just so sad to see that people would just support something like that because they should be calling APS on y'all. Real talk. On their parents, they should call APS because that's really exploitation. I think in a way, working in the field, that's exploitation. You know what I'm saying? Because something wrong with them kids, and y'all up there doing it. You can tell. I mean, I think I read that somewhere. I think I did, but I know for like looking at them. Yeah, come on now, don't do that. Them kids. I mean, one of I think one of them probably like he had like a fetal syndrome from whatever. And when you see them like that, and then you can tell by their eyes like they're it's like because you could tell like okay, listen, being black, like my nephew the same age as them. You ain't gonna be no white man sitting there talking bad about the people. He gonna say, what the hell you talking about? Them, they're like he's talking. And they be sitting there watching video and the video be playing and they be sitting there just like this. At attention. But people have disabilities, they do different things and have different reactions. And I don't know how to heal. Some people don't understand that. So I ain't gonna talk bad about them. You know what I'm saying? I just think that their parents need to intervene and have a talk and say, listen, baby, you're black. Because they can put them in danger. They're kids. They don't know anything about them. And then white people eat it up because they're like, yay, they're talking about their own people. Yay, the next Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum over there. I don't know what's wrong with him. I won't have a problem with people calling me the N-word. Really? Okay. Noted. Okay. Try one by one, but don't try me, because bitch, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you how to call me that. Okay, you got half a time, not one, half, because you gonna get half of the word at, and that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna give you the GER through these right here. I'll give you two hands and a foot. Them your 3 letters. I ain't playing with you. And it's all out of respect. How do you come and degrade our people that was done like our people were did? Look at the history. It was horrible. They ate us. They sold us. We wasn't human. We had to fight. Can you imagine a person being considered a person has to be considered to be, they come from being cattle. To come from considered to be cattle constitutionally and law-wise to being a free man, that is a lot. And your people ain't never had to do that. Shut up. We voted. And we had to fight to do that. Everything ain't perfect over here. Nobody said it was. But sure enough, bitch, if you ain't from America, you have no room. If you came over here and you got a citizen say you're doing better and you got food stamps, that's our tax money that paid it. You got a business, a transportation business, and you went and got a whatever. That's because they'll give you a loan quicker than they'll give a black person a loan, because that's how the system was built. You ain't doing no better because you lived on the system for free a year to save your money. I'm gonna give it to Mexicans though. Mexicans, they all of them, they would stay, they have unity. They would gather and stay 20 in one house, goddamn it, if they need to. And everybody stack their money. And when it's time to separate, everybody got brand new trucks and a nice house. And I like that about them. I like that. This unity, I like that part. That's the part I wish that black people would adopt right now, since we're in a recession. I think we should adopt that part. But we can learn something from each culture. In Hispanic culture, they're beautiful culture. You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't ignorant. They understand. Hell, they get treated bad too. Most of them hang with us. Hell, they like us more than they like y'all. Real talk. Some called us a cotters and shit. God damn it. Y'all cotton pickers. Really? 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 Mm-hmm. Right. But no one in your country made your country. No, you still over here. Where the cotton pickers are. Right. You came and your great mama, they were all better than, and you laugh at you're so dumb to be brainwashed that much to disrespect the people like that. So no, we taking it away. And there's nothing wrong with that, because this is what you asked for. Don't start a fight and then Since we don't fight back, and now the police put up to arrest you, now all of a sudden, now you a victim. I need your help. Look what they're doing to me. This so no, bitch. They need to be out here beating you with their club. That's your fault. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I didn't do that. Everyone deserves respect. Every culture deserves recognition. Okay. Everyone deserves to have rights and to have freedoms. But do not forget how the fuck you got those. Do not forget what the process it took for us to get to there. White women could even vote before they could even vote. We got it right after them, I think. We all had to fight for something. They took. I knew shit was finna go to hell when Roe v. Wade got turned. I knew then. I said when they start trying to control pussy again, it's gonna be a battle. And now women out here saying we ain't giving it away anymore. You can't have it. And I don't blame you, women. I don't blame you. I would hold out until they knew what the hell they were doing to teach them. Use a condom when they come back, though. You want to get again, use a condom because they probably went down up to spring break. You don't trust that. You don't know. But you know. But yeah. But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves. I got to go and rewind. It was a good hour and a half of ranting, right? Hope you enjoyed this. Hit like, hit subscribe. Let me go to this. Shout out to the new 20s. We are almost at 28. Shout out to everyone that's here. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate that. Your roots got this weed. You got me sweating. Got myself excited and upset at the same damn time. But anyway, you know I love you. And I want you to be unapologetic. I just want you to understand that, you know, everyone has a past. Everyone has come from somewhere. And like I meet people by how I meet people. And you got to go into introduction of if you know for something is what it is or whatever. You know, respect is given to those who give it. You know, I think we're at a point now that I don't think Africans can ever come back from a point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe later on. But for as anything of unity, no. Ain't no unity there. Because it's never been there. You want it now because you need something. That's why you want unity. Because you need, let me turn this out. Because I want to make sure it's clear. The only reason you want unity right now is because you want some. Your unite is for your ignite. And we are giving you no flame and no fuel. Figure it out. Back to this. I love you. I love you. Thank you for turning in. If you would like to, you can hit like, you can subscribe if you want to. If not, you can just stay on the short side of the videos, but over here on this live side, we get a little deeper, more real off in the things. So shout out to all the FBA. Shout out to Word of God. Shout out to Love Jones. Shout out to Tariq. Shout out to everybody. The whole thing. Everybody that's out there holding us up because you understand what the plot is. You understand what the goal is. And you understand what we're doing. It's not a hate group. It's not anything like that, you know. But if you're black and your great grandma came, you're pretty much an FBA. And it's not anything bad. It's just recognizing where you come from. And you should be proud of that, right? And they don't want you to be proud of that. They want you to, you know, be against it because it separates us. And it's like, oh my God, it's ours too. No, it's not. And that's okay. You're benefiting from it, you know. But we can say where it came from. Right? You mad about that? No, be proud of that. Don't let them make you stupid. They making enough of us stupid through this system of, you know, keeping us in an circle of being against yourself. It's a mental thing they're doing, and they were very smart by doing that too. Smart move. Go mentally. Then you'll be like Officer Tatum and the Cartiers, but not the Cartiers because you know we talk about them. They're a little, you know, but you'll be out of pocket when it's time for you to be in pocket. And then when you find out that they really thought of you to be in the same way, they just needed your vote. Yeah, your feelings are hurt because they found out. Oh, really? I'm a nigga too. Yeah, you are too. Unfortunately, you know. But guess what? You did that, and now when you will come over here where the cool people at, like we come back here, like okay, yeah, we gonna round the change, we gonna make it work. Like Craig mama said on that movie, Craig said, "Ma, I need some money." She said, "Make it enough." And guess what? Guess what? Black folks doing in America right now? We making it enough. Fuck you. You'd be great. You'd be awesome. I love it.
No fear, no doubt inside. This dream is mine. Yeah, built from nothing, brick by brick. Every setback makes me thick. Late nights turning brighter days.